guys, and today we're going straight into it. This is Alliance War 5 of Season 50. Now it's the usual suspects on my part, and thankfully this time it was all tech champions, so I decided to bring in Hulkling and Terrax. You can use both, but for me I prefer to use Hulkling. I just brought Terrax in if I were to die with Hulkling. So for the first fight, I am boosting up because I'm trying to do all of my part fights together, so I use boosts. Although these are champions with, you could say, a low health pool, Viv Vision, Infamous Iron Man, they low health pools, but I don't want to risk it. I want to boost up because I've also got a future Ant-Man as well, and he's about, I think, 300,000 health. So there I was just checking if I had any crystals to open to get any bigger boosts, but I didn't have any, so I just went with what I have. So here you'll see in the first fight I use, if I'm not mistaken, I use Hulkling against both Vision, and you could use Terrax. Terrax will work as well, but Hulkling is a more safer option. I think it was a rank 4 6-star, so her health was, I think, about 120. Now on this fight, what you want to do is you want to push her to a special 2, just because her special 1 is unblockable, and you'll see I do get clipped with the special 1, and thankfully it did not kill us. Yeah, there we go. I did too early and it almost killed us. So yeah, I go unblockable, and I wanted to throw my special 3, but because we were power locked, we couldn't throw it. So yeah, I just throw it just to get myself out of the corner, just to do some damage. And at this stage I'm like, okay, I need to play it safe and we can't die here. So I'm just seeing if she goes to 1 bar power, I just hold block. So now I push her to a special 2, and it's easy for me to dex, but I don't think she throws her special 2. No, she doesn't. So I just go in for full 5-hit combo, but then she dies on the second hit. So we survived that one, and we were lucky there. If I was using Terrax, and if we didn't have our indestructible charges on Terrax, we would have probably died in that fight. So yeah, I decided to use Terrax just because Hulkling was low on health, and I didn't want to heal him up and then probably heal him up again for the next one. So Terrax can do this fight, and he can do it pretty easily, but here you see we do get clipped with I think a few special attacks of these. Yeah, so they had dashed straight into special 1. We were indestructible, so we didn't take a lot of damage. And this one I dexed too early, so we got clipped at the end. I don't know, but against Infamous Iron Man, when it comes to, for example, in Jungle Quest or in Battlegrounds, he is so easy to fight. I can dex his special 1, I can dex his special 2 quite easily, but I don't know, for some reason, maybe because it's war, I get clipped, I must time the dex, or I dash into a special. But his special attacks are quite easy to dex. For his special 1, what you want to do is you want to be far away from him for that second hit. Sometimes if you're close to him and if you're holding block, you will get hit, so you want to be far, and then on his third hit you dex back. So there I dexed again up a bit early and I got clipped. For his special 2, you want to be as far away from him as possible, and when his beam is about to hit you, I think just before I think we dex this one, you want to dex back. You don't want to dex back too early because you will get hurt. Yeah, so just before he could hit you, you dex back. So yeah, I'm just throwing my special 1 just so I can get my indestructible charges. I'm trying to parry him with baited heavy and use my heavy, because the more indestructible charges you've got with Terrax, the harder he is going to hit. Now I don't know what I was doing there. I was so used to playing Chaves and Doom that you get a passive stun, so I did a few hits and tried for heavy and it didn't work there. Then I realized that, oh shit, I'm using Terrax here and not one of his. We're just waiting for his special. Then I decided to block it and try to dex it. It didn't work out. So we throw our special as he dashes towards us. Here I'm trying for parry or beta special, but that didn't work because I wanted to throw a heavy and end the fight, but it's fine. So I'm not going to be using Terrax again for this war. I am going to be using Hulkling. So for the third fight, which is I think it's an Ascended Rank 5 Future Ant-Man, and here you can use Red Magneto, you can use Quake as well. I did do a few fights with Quake, and you can use Terrax for this fight as well. But the best and the safest option is Hulkling. So here what you want to do is, as soon as the fight starts, you want to wait for his armor buff to go away, because if you hit him while he's got this armor buff, he is going to get more. So with Hulkling, you wait for his armor buff to go away. Once it goes away, you hit into his block, so you get a PS charge. So here I'm going to hit into his block, and for some reason the armor came back, and I was like so pissed off. But it's okay, now we know it's not going to come back. So now we do our normal full hit combos, and here you want to bait special once because his special 2 is a bit tricky, and you want to wait out his evade buff. See, he just evaded me there and I got lucky, I parried him. So yeah, I'm just trying to wait his evade out, and as soon as that's done, we're going to hit into his block and we're going to throw a special attack. And we do some nice damage there, and I've only put a 150 Cosmic Boost just because I don't want to go to a special 3. I prefer using special 2s against Future Ant-Man and Hulkling. So here I'm waiting for a special 1, we test that, and he's got his evade charge on him. So I'm just waiting for that evade charge to go away because I don't want to throw my special and he evades my special attack, then it's a waste. We throw our special 2, do some nice damage there, we still unblockable. And he's down. And against the next fight is a Guillotine 2099, and the best attacker you could say for her is Hulkling, just because with her special 1, he cannot get power drained, and you can throw your specials in this fight as well. So here she goes, she gets that invisible sort of thing, I don't even know what it's for. So that normally happens when she takes a lot of damage or when she's knocked down. I don't know too much about her. So yeah, I'm trying to push her to a special 2, and then I realized, what if I was regening with Hulkling and she threw a special 2? That regen would be reversed and I could die from it. So I said I'm going to try and bait special 1s now instead, because I know Hulkling cannot get power drained. So baited that one nicely. Yes, she evaded me. Imagine if Hulkling had True Strike. He had a True Strike buff in his abilities. He would be so overpowered. See, I'm waiting for her to hold block, and then we throw our special. I am planning to eventually take Hulkling to rank 5. Just because he's such a good champion in attack in battlegrounds, and he can be annoying in defense if your opponent doesn't have the correct counter. So eventually I will take him to rank 5. And then here we've got a Maestro fight. It's a rank 3 Maestro, and that's why I brought in Chaves. Now I recently took my Chaves to rank 2, and I've been using her a lot in battlegrounds, and I've been doing a lot of battlegrounds fights with her, a lot against Maestro, and she, like you could say, she cheeses Maestro, and she's such a good champion. I should have taken her to rank 2 much earlier. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna do a rank 3 Maestro here with our rank 2 Chaves. She's undoped, and you can see how good of a champion she is. In my opinion, she's probably one of the best mystic champions, if not the best. I would even put her above Dr. Doom and Absorbing Man, just when it comes to raw damage. I can't remember what health was in Maestro. I think it was he 400,000? I can't even remember. I have to go back to the video and check that. So yeah, with Chaves, when you do any combo, whether it's a medium or light combo, and if you throw a heavy in the middle of the combo, the defender gets a passive stun on it. So yeah, I go for a special 2. Unfortunately, it didn't crit, so I didn't get any power back, because I am running a mystic power back on this fight. So yeah, what you want to do is you want to throw your heavy. You want to get that negative charge. I'm not sure if it's called a negative charge on her. Now the more you get, the more harder you're going to hit. And the nice thing about Chaves is the more buffs a defender has, like for example Maestro, Hulkling, all of these cosmic champions, they gain a lot of buffs. So the more buffs they have, the more harder she is going to hit. Just look at that special 2. So yeah, I'm just baiting special 2s just because I'm not 100% comfortable with the special 1s, and he does have a pierce charge on him, so I don't want to bait special 1s. And we dash back to our special 2, and he's dead. That's it, guys. That's our fights for this war. Our normal part, we had no deaths, and we cleared one of the mini bosses. So yeah, everything's been taken care of. I was not needed again for this war, and that's it. It's a very tight war. It looks like it's a 50-50 at this chance, so we'll just see what happens.